Hi everybody, just here to tell you about our November the 2nd auction. Why I'm standing here next to a mannequin is, for those of you who care, in my other life, way before the auction business, I was a pattern maker, dressmaker. In primary school I went to a Catholic school where the nuns inspired a love of clothing, pattern making, sewing and all those things. And I had one just like this, although she had many pinpricks all over her. Her name was Gertrude. And I used to dress her up, put jewellery on her, hats, clothing, the whole works. So I hope that this one, which is marked JJ, obviously belonged to somebody with JJ initials, takes it home and be inspired. Not everything is made in China. You can still sew yourself. It's a lot of fun. I can't. My fingers aren't as good as they used to be.
How old do you think it is?
This one is a proper size 12. I used to be one of those many years ago.
Still are.
I used to be a size 8 many years ago. This one is a classic size 12, which is the standard that's used for all
40s or 50s?
Not with the base, because 40s, 51s had a metal base. She's an old timber base,
Oh,
so she's probably a little bit earlier.
20s or 30s?
Maybe just prior to the war.
Yes.
But for other people who aren't into dressmaking, pattern making or anything like that, for people who are partying, this whole lot, that shelf, and those are all in the one lot. And as memory serves me, the estimate is really ridiculous.
100 to 200?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Waterford glasses in there too.
And most of them look like they've never been used anyway. Somebody's cabinet was full. But if you're not into partying, got 3 golf bags here, full of golf clubs and balls.
Not something we normally sell.
No, but there are 3 and there's many good brands in there.
Yeah.
It's quite the variety.
Estimate, I think, is 50 to 100.
You and 2 other mates, golf, go.
$50 to $100.
Thing, not mine. 50 to 100, yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
But as for the rest of the auction, there are many interesting things, and I'm going to talk about the unusual. I've named him Precious.
Let's have a look at Precious.
Precious.
Oh, he does look like Precious.
For those of you who haven't seen Lord of the Rings, you should. Anyway, he does look like Precious. But other things that I find really interesting in the auction, and that's all I ever talk about, is I really like this little hand sketch.
Charles Lucy.
Charles Lucy, absolutely.
19th century English artist.
And I just think that is a really nice thing. It's not glamorous, but it's just really well done, very interesting.
Just show me a hand. Let me test it. Let's see if it looks the same.
That's not 351. It's wonderful.
Hold your hand up against it so you know so we can see it.
Wrong hand.
No,
it's a bit different.
Different
one doesn't have arthritis. Anyway, so I think that Charles Lucy is very interesting. I also think I really like this. It's not a terribly famous artist, but, you know, good local artist, but I really like this. This is titled Tears for Humanity. It's by Eileen Brown.
Local artist, Hawthorne artist.
Yes, well, that's local.
You know.
Yeah, and I really like that. It's number 12 out of 16, so a very small run. But as you look around the room, there are some very interesting pieces of furniture. That table, come desk, come hall table, is cedar and yew and pine.
Nice thing.
It's a nice thing, a very nice thing. There's a lovely pier cabinet over there. Needs a little bit of work, but it is lovely.
But Davenport is beautiful.
And...
Hang on, let me show it.
No. I like that too. I think that's really sweet.
Oh, I can see myself in the video.
And David doesn't think this is special, but I remember Eeyore very well. Eeyore is quite collectible.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Eeyore is very cutie.
Eeyore.
Eeyore. The Davenport is lovely.
It's beautiful.
And this is somewhat racist.
Can't show that.
It's somewhat racist in some terms, but it is part of history. These are cartoons that were made.
Do you want me to show it or not?
They are very nice. But we've also got some marionettes in original boxes.
I don't want to show
and
those.
And they're called Mammy and Pappy.
I don't want to show those. They're politically
Unfortunately,
incorrect.
they are politically incorrect, but they are part of history and we can't lie about history, or at least we shouldn't. This Davenport is absolutely stunning. Also needs a little bit of work done, but it is a lovely, lovely thing. It's got a secret compartment which we failed to open.
It's got all the gold sovereigns in there.
And this is also made by, who is that made by, David?
She trained under Prenzel.
She trained under Prenzel. Who's she?
I
Can't remember her name.
Can't remember. It's in the catalogue.
It's in the catalogue. Read the catalogue. Don't forget to read the catalogue. It's always important. Always important to
What
read
about the Lalique, that really rare little piece?
You can tell them about the rare pieces.
Okay. Okay. I'll turn around. Have you got me?
Yeah, careful. I'll get you. Oh, got your bald spot.
Oh.
You need to wear a yarmulke.
No, I don't want to. Okay, this is a really nice early piece of Lalique from between 1926 and 36. I forget the pattern. I had to check it up in the book.
It's in the catalogue.
It's the first time we've ever had this pattern. It's from an estate as well, $200 to $300.
Now, this is from the lady whose thimbles we sold a few auctions ago. Her husband is letting go of all the things now.
January it was.
Yeah.
Mrs. Lowe's collection. That's right. It's nice.
So there's some paperweights and things. In fact, most of these things are hers, aren't they?
Yeah, most of this. More Lalique here too.
You know what I find interesting? I find these ducks and bowl interesting.
Yeah, very nice.
I find them very interesting.
Haven't been able to find out much about them. And over here, I'll show you some of the interesting art. You want to walk this way?
No, we'll just follow you.
Follow me.
Ah, got your bald spot again.
Can't show you.
Actually, this is really nice, David.
What about the Wiener Werkstatt piece?
The table's very nice. Who was the table by?
I want to show the Wiener Werkstatt piece. By Susie Singer, 1920-21. Piece of really unusual Art Deco gold shider as well. Umsengruber's here. Table is made.
Actually, these are very sweet too. I like these.
You're digressing.
I know, but I like them. Well, that's because we always have lots of interesting
The
things.
table is made by Rod Furniture in Melbourne. They were only around for a few years in the early 60s. Chairs are really nice too. Have a look at that.
They're excellent.
And the table's extension table, nice quality, nice condition. I think it's the original upholstery. $100 to $200 is the estimate. It's here at the sale.
And that's also Mrs. Lowe's. And Mr. and Mrs. Lowe's,
She's no longer here.
Oh, sorry, but it was hers for many years.
Lots of interesting artworks throughout the auction. If you look,
I like the Leonard Long. I like the colours in
from
that.
about 2002, that one.
And the gentleman who's selling that was a good friend of his.
That's right. Some rare German etchings along here. There's more artworks. This is Francis Roy Thompson, who was a very famous
I like that.
South Australian artist. Also an art teacher, I think, at the Ballarat School of Mines. Also, Italian Majolica lamp, an antique one. Lots of silver, lots of estate jewellery in the auction. Can you see this okay, or is it a bit dark?
They have to look at the photos.
They have to look at the photo. Lots of estate jewellery. When's the auction on?
Well, you tell them.
Okay, I will tell you. The auction's on Monday, the 2nd of November at 6:30. The viewing for the auction.
Bald spot.
The viewing for the auction will be on.
Are you a little teapot?
Yeah, it'll be on Saturday.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
30th? Is it the 30th? Yes.
Yes.
Saturday the 30th, I'll take the other way now. Saturday the 30th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday the 2nd of November, 12 noon to 6 p.m. It's Melbourne Cup Eve. We expect all our country people to come to the auction. You're allowed to come, all our interstate friends and overseas visitors, probably New Zealanders, should come to the auction. So don't forget, everything's on the website, www.aaauctions.com.au.
There are always bargains to be had at auctions.
There is. And I don't understand why you go and buy them retail when you can come to the auctions.
Absolutely.
See
you there. What's the old saying? See you there or be square?
See you there or just miss out.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm still filming it, but bye.